Zachary Warren Smith, Iowa starting line. I'm just getting back from the No Kings protest in Iowa City. It's one of over 50 that were held across the state. Thousands held nationwide. Hundreds of folks showed up to the streets, carrying signs, chants. A lot of folks wanted to talk to me about the war in Iran. They were upset about the ICE enforcement actions that have ended not just with more chaos in our streets, but the death of American citizens. You've seen just so much chaos associated with some of these actions. There were also a lot of folks angry about the cuts to Medicaid, to Social Security, the kind of social safety net that many folks across our state and nation depend on to make ends meet or when they fall on hard times. This was a pretty varied crowd, and I spoke with a few of them.
Nate Randolph, a resident of North Liberty. I decided to come to the No Kings rally today because showing up as a community is important. This rally is just one part of what we as people and as citizens of Iowa and the United States need to do to show that we are not going to sit by as our government increasingly becomes an authoritarian fascist institution that is oppressing its own people, and particularly minority groups across this country.
My name is Jean Bullard. I'm a retired nurse from Iowa City. I'm concerned about health care and education. I'm concerned about the money we're spending on the war and not about health care. I'm concerned about Medicare and Medicaid. I'm concerned about rural health.
As you can imagine, with a crowd this size, the reasons for being there were pretty varied. It was the war in Iran. It was bringing an end to the chaos in our streets. It was ending ICE funding. But everyone there kind of underlined this sense that showing up matters, that making sure people that in the community see Iowans showing up for these issues, that's what mattered.
People coming out in solidarity together and showing that we want to come together and support each other is the first step to making sure that we can push positive change. So I wanted to see the wide-ranging group of people and the different ideologies represented here today and just be a small part of that so that people know they're not alone and that together we can work to change things.